Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm the Big.
This is our review of the NECA San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the movie Splinter Rescue or Capture, or what the hell was it called? Splinter something. Splinter Capture. I don't know.
Splinter Extraction.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a pin.
But there you can see the box. You don't see a whole lot there. It's basically the, I guess the
Foot soldier?
Yeah, the foot soldier's headband over top of his head. But this was a tough one to get. I mean, I was able to get it easily, but that was because I did the bundle where you get one each of everything that NECA was selling at the San Diego Comic-Con. And I think a lot of people were just trying to get this, or maybe this and one other thing or something, and they're having lots of issues. Lots of people weren't able to get it. But I wanted almost everything. There's only one thing that I didn't want. And I figured I might as well just get that and make sure I can get it.
Yeah, and then the thing we don't want, we can just sell it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's cool. I was able to get it. You can see, well, yeah, it's basically just the thing we're already talking about. There's not much to look at there. On the side, there's Splinter.
No, Winnie.
On the back, there's a knot tied. And there's nothing over there. But this slides out of there like this.
It's got sound effects.
Yeah.
It should go.
And there they all are there. Looking pretty awesome. Top says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, even though there are no turtles in this box. And there's a picture of Shredder on the side, which looks pretty cool. On the back, there is a nice picture of the figures there. There's a description if you want to read it. And then a few more pictures. I'll look again, kind of show this real quick, them all in the package. Looks pretty cool, comes with lots of accessories. 2 foot soldiers. A little stand to put weapons on. But yeah, let's get this opened up. Now you can see the background, which I mean, maybe make a good backdrop for these figures. Alright, they're all opened up, and this set is really, really awesome.
I'm pretty pleased with it.
When I first seen this, I was like, I'm not too excited about the foot soldiers, but the foot soldiers actually look really cool. I really like them. And Shredder is amazing. I love how they did him. He just looks so awesome.
He's so ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's accurate, but it's ridiculous.
It's pretty cool. And Splinter. I wasn't sure if they'd ever make a Splinter until they revealed this was going to come out. But they did a pretty good job on him. And I was just saying, they're probably going to do a single release of him with different accessories. Because it seems like this set is meant to be tied up. So, yeah, I think he'll come with a cane or something later when they release him by himself. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Lots of accessories, and they got the weapon. What do you call that thing? Weapons.
Weapon rack.
Yeah, weapon rack. That works. And the background works with them. It looks pretty good. Oh, and Shredder's cape. Got that big, ridiculous cape. It's pretty cool. So I'll go over the 2 foot soldiers first. And for the most part, they're identical from what we can tell. The only thing that is really different is they have different headbands in the back where they hang, different sculpts for these things, which are removable, and you could put on a third version too. Actually, it looks like these 2 are the same.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
They are.
So there's, yeah, these 2 are the same, and then you get this alternate one. So you could make one different by sticking that on there. Minor difference, but still, if you didn't want them to look exactly the same. And you're noticing the eyes are painted slightly differently, which you're saying is probably not intentional. But there's like a little more of like a reddish or brownish color to this one's eye things. This ones are more gray.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, they look the same. But they look really cool.
I am highly impressed with the amount of detail they put into such a simple outfit.
Me too.
I mean, the texture on there is ridiculous.
I know, this could have been all like smooth, plain, boring, but they made it look really good.
And those gauntlets look kick-ass too.
Yeah. They look really good. I really like them. They got little symbols on them. And then wraps on their feet. Look really good. And they have this piece of real cloth wrapped around their stomach. Not sure why, but...
Because it felt like it?
I guess. And the mask looks pretty cool. I like the little silver holes in the mouth and the... whatever these are. Thing, tea
strainers.
Bag. Yes, tea bag thing, strainers. But man, they're really cool. They're really well done. And they come with alternate hands. See, they both have the fist hands, but you can also have the open hands, or you can have the holding hands to hold weapons. Which, it'd be nice if they came with enough, like they should have came with 2 of all these, it seems like.
Yeah.
In case you wanted them to each have 2 weapons in each hand, or, you know.
We're both using a 2-handed weapon, because there's a bunch of sticks and shit.
Yeah. But still, it's cool. All the options you get.
I was just thinking something that made me laugh.
What?
They're ninja gimp suits.
No. And there is Shredder. And he looks so cool. One thing that bugged me in the movie was he came out with his cape and I'm like, hey, they got Shredder's cape. And then he takes it off and fights with it off. I'm like, ugh. I mean, it makes sense. It seems like somebody with covered in blades probably shouldn't have a cape, but...
It must be a really tough cape.
Yeah.
Because those shoulders should be shredded.
Yeah. That one little guy. What was that guy's name? I wonder if NECA would make him a little bald guy. Like, his right-hand man. I remember he walks out like this with his cape covered him, and someone comes over and pulls his cape back off the spikes. He looks at everybody, all his foot soldiers, and has a speech. He's like, all of you are my children now, or something. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you will follow me, and if we ever happen to run into turtle people, we will kill them. And that was his speech.
That's a really good speech.
And he had no idea about Ninja Turtles at the time. He just kind of thought, that would suck if we ran into giant turtle people. Just for no reason.
Turtle people always try to foil your plans.
Yep. Yeah, look at that cape. It
is ridiculous.
Looks like a silver tiger stripe cape.
Yeah, I was saying zebra.
And it has some wire in it in spots, so you can kind of position it in certain ways.
You gotta watch though, because there's a white layer underneath that's sewn to keep the pleats in place. So if you position it, you gotta make sure that's not showing.
I'll try to get it. I don't know, it might be hard to get the cape on him and not... Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to sit too well on him behind the shoulder pad things. Can you do it? I guess you can kind of do it. Sticks up a little. The zombie cat fixed his cape so it's behind his shoulder blades.
Yeah, I kind of play with the wire a little bit to get it to hang right.
Just realized I said shoulder blades, but didn't mean human shoulder blades. Shoulder pad blades.
Blady shoulder blades. Yeah.
But that looks pretty cool like that.
Mm-hmm, I like it.
Mm-hmm. He is a really cool figure. I remember, I really like this design now, but back then I was annoyed because I liked the cartoon, and then when he came out dressed like this, I'm like, his suit ain't the right color and stuff. And that stuff always bugged me when I was little. It's like, why ain't it like, they changed it? What is going on?
Younger you would be very angry these days.
Yeah.
They change that shit all the time.
I don't know. Well, now they change things for the better usually in movies.
Yeah.
Usually.
He looks pretty fabulous to me.
Yeah. Maybe this could have been considered better than the cartoon version. But back then, I'm like, I like the cartoon version because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But you can see he's got fist hands on right now. but he also has an open hand and a hand.
Grabby hand.
A grabby hand. I'm not sure why in the movie he only had blades on one, because in the show he had them on both, but whatever. But
it would be really hard to use your hand for literally anything else.
So
with that
what?
on there.
So what? But it's basically the same over here too. It's just that this one has the blades on it, because that's the hand he has the blade on in the movie. Blades. But and he looks cool. You can see this arm blades there. Forearm blades. Look really nice.
Forearm blades.
And then his shin blades. This all awesome. And we're really talking about his shoulder blades. Shoulder pad blades. That helmet they did a really excellent job on. Lots of nice detail there. I like the way it contrasts with the smoothness and shininess of these parts. Looks really good. And this is removable. I really like the way they did that. The
see-through part underneath?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a metal screen. Yeah, like a screen, but they made it look like that. It looks really good. And you can take it off and see his face and see the scratch that Splinter put on him. This looks pretty good.
He's probably got the bubonic plague now.
Probably. Yeah, that's pretty long with it. And then he's got real nice texture on his suit. And a whole bunch of glitter all over it. I was wondering if this would get glitter on my fingers, and it is a little bit.
He's very sparkly.
And it was like that in the movie. Like, I don't know if it was actually glitter in the movie, but this does make it look like it did. So that works. But then he's got the cloth belt just like the foot soldiers did above his plastic belt. But man, he's so cool. This set is amazing.
Yeah. I was already really excited about it, but now that we have it in person, I like it even better than I thought I would.
Yeah. You can see he's got a little metal hook to attach.
It's like a hook and eye.
Yeah.
You have to kind of work it underneath of his helmet, and there's like a ring around his neck that's part of the red suit that slides up and down, so it's kind of a little bit hard getting it on there right.
Yeah. And like we're saying with the foot soldiers and Splinter, I imagine that he will probably be released separately eventually, just like the Turtles were. I'm assuming. I hope so.
Hope so for all of you, because we already got one.
Yeah. unless he comes with something that I just gotta have, but I don't know what that would be. And here is Splinter. And you can see he comes with the little cuffs or whatever around his biceps. Chain him to the wall. Yeah, real chain attached to it. We haven't tried to get this off. I'm assuming you can get it off, but I don't know. It feels pretty tight at the moment. So you can take these off. They have a little hinge there. And that's how you can take them off the arm. So you don't gotta slide them off. That's good. So there he is without the little cuffs or whatever you want to call them on his arms. You can see some more rips in his sleeve.
I think there's some in that sleeve too. They're hidden by the wrinkles.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
That's hot.
That's freaky looking. But yeah, that's his body under there.
Yeah, I was checking between takes to see if he had fur over his whole body, because I didn't know if it would be just smooth plastic under the robe.
Yeah. But they did a pretty good job. I like his scrawny little legs. His little bony looking fingers, a little freaky looking. Sculpted the fur on.
Hello, goatee.
He has a bendy tail, but it doesn't seem to bend very well. It does it, I guess, enough to get him so he can stand up by using the tail for balance, or like kind of like an extra leg to help him stand up better. One thing I noticed right away was his eyes are a little off. Like, this eye seems like it's fine, but this eye's kind of looking off to the side. It seems like the pupil's smaller. And I think I could fix that. But, you know, the eyes are a little bit wonky. But the fur looks pretty good. I was wondering, like what I was originally thinking was if they made a Splinter, I thought like the Turtles, they would make the 4th scale first. And I was wondering if they give him real fur. But instead they made this scale first, the 7-inch version first. But still, I'm guessing because they did this like this, that if they make a 4 scale, it's probably going to just be sculpted too. But yeah, I think a fur one would be very difficult. And expensive, probably.
And fur things get so dusty.
Yeah. Like his robe, it's all worn looking, all ripped up and stuff, just like it was in the movie. It looks pretty good. Like his little wraps on his feet. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. And he comes with this box. The box is kind of just made of cardboard, and it's just printed on. I mean, I guess that's fine, but
they could have made it like a little less shiny, because that makes it not look like wood at all.
It actually says NECA on there. Yeah, I guess he stands up on that when he's chained. It's supposed to be chained to the wall.
It would be easy to get or make a little wooden box like that, though.
Yeah, it would. You just get like popsicle sticks or something.
We probably already have one somewhere.
So here's a look at the rest of the accessories. You got the weapon rack, which is pretty cool. And there's a katana up top. Looks like Leonardo's with the square thing on it. I mean, it's not Leonardo's, but I mean, it looks like it. And there's a stick. A bow staff. There's
a pointy stick.
Yeah. Got points on both sides.
There's a stab staff.
A stab you on one side, stab you on the other staff. 2 different types of nunchucks.
And obviously like the real chain ones.
Yeah. This one's just like plain plastic with a little string. And then this one's like, oh, got the metal chain. And
those ones are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I like these ones better. And then they got this axe.
I think it's cool.
Got 2 size. And here is the nightstick. Keep wanting to call it nightclub. And this little knife with sheath. Ka-ching! And there's Splinter next to all the turtles. Which that looks really cool. That's really awesome to see them all together.
They have the severed hands of their enemies scattered upon the ground in front of them.
Splinter's like, turtles, did you do well in your fighting against the enemy? It's like, yep. We cut all their damn hands off and brought them back to you.
They can't fight now. What are they going to do? Bite us?
So there's everybody together. You can see the humans are taller, as they should be, like they were in the movie. And it's so cool seeing them all together. Mm-hmm. That's really awesome. And it really makes me want them to make Casey Jones in April. And even that little bald guy, the second-hand guy, I forget his name. Well, I feel like I should know his name. I think Randy or someone from NECA said that they probably won't be making Casey Jones or April from the movies. They're making them from the cartoon, but probably not for the movies. But hopefully they do anyway. Maybe he was just saying that so he can surprise us someday. I don't know.
Yeah. That would be really cool to have them.
Yeah. I heard that they were going to make some from the second movie, which means they'll probably have like Super Shredder, and they'll have, I don't remember them, Raza and whatever the hell their names are. The guy, the wolf.
It's been so long, I don't remember.
It was like a snapping turtle and a wolf or something. It wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady who I wanted to be in it, but that's another thing. Like I said, where the differences bother me in the first movie. I wanted Bebop and Rocksteady to appear, and then it was these 2 other guys. I'm like, who the hell are these guys? And one thing about Casey Jones is, with him and April, if it's a likeness thing, they don't want to get the actor's likeness or can't, They could still, I think, make Casey Jones, because they've made the mask as a separate little prop thing you can buy, to just make his head so you can't remove the mask. You can still have Casey Jones going you.
Yeah, I'd still be happy with that if that was all we could get.
Yeah.
Be better than nothing.
Because I would definitely not display him with the mask off. I mean, some people...
Oh yeah, he would definitely have his mask on all the time anyway, so who cares?
He has it off a lot in the movie, but I wouldn't have it off. Because that's like...
Because it's freaking cool!
Yeah, that's another thing that bothered me in the movie was... In the cartoon, he never takes his mask off. Why has he got his mask off all the time? But I was real picky then. Then we switched some of the hands for the foot soldiers.
Look at that nunchuck.
See if I can... I've done this before in another video. I want to... Oh, crap. Try to swing it around. Can't do it right. So there's Splinter. Supposed to look like he's chained up against that fence. Standing on a box. That's pretty cool. But I don't think I'm going to have him like that. I'd rather him just be standing down on the ground. Mm-hmm. So as for articulation, there's a joint at the top of the foot soldier's neck and at the bottom. So that's pretty cool. Get lots of movement there. Then at the shoulders, goes up like that. Up like that. This is flexible, but you can't get it to go straight up. But still pretty good. Double jointed elbow. And you can spin. Spin at the wrist. And there's a hinge. Then the torso, the ball joint, then at the hips, do a split like that, kick out like that, and you can spin a little bit there. Double jointed knee, but it was very stiff, and I can spin at the knee too a little bit. Then down at the ankle, there's a hinge, and I think I can do the little tilty thing. Yeah, it can. It's just kind of stuck on that one. Oh, and his headband tail can spin. As for Shredder's articulation, his head can move around pretty well. Just like the foot soldier, there's a joint at the top and bottom of his neck. And I think this shoulder is going to be the same too. It's kind of flexible, but not enough that he can get his arms straight up. And double jointed elbows. The wrist is the same, except that it might be hindered a little more because of this. Looks like the torso is the same as the foot soldier. The knee's the same. Down at the ankle, looks like it's going to be the same, except might be a little hindered by his shin guard there. And of course his cape has bendy wire, which is articulation, I guess. Splinter has a ball joint on his head, which gives pretty good movement. And then at the arms, his arm go up like that, and go out. It's kind of stiff though. And bend about that far. I think it's just a single joint, but I can't see in there. It feels like there's a double joint in there, but I can't tell. It's hard to get his sleeve up far enough. Well, maybe I can do it. What do we got here? Yep, double joint in there. Looks like, I think, maybe not. I don't know. Well, it's good. Good articulation at the elbow. That's all you need to know, isn't it? And then spins at the wrist, and there's a hinge at the torso. What's going on there? It kind of reminds me of what Hasbro did with their Chewbacca Black Series figures. It has joints underneath of these fur areas, which gives a pretty good movement. That's pretty cool. Then at the hips, pretty good articulation there. Single joint at the knee, but it can go like about as far as a double joint could. Then down at the ankle, spin there. And then there's a hinge joint at the toes. Oh, and his tail bends. But like we were saying, it doesn't bend and hold its position very well. Okay, so this set is really badass.
Yeah, I'm super pleased. I'm so excited.
I was mostly excited for Shredder and Splinter. I was really happy to get them. But then I wasn't expecting to like the foot soldiers so much.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. They did a really good job on them.
Mm-hmm. I really like them. And like you're saying, I kind of want to get more when they come out eventually. When they make them singles.
Yeah, I'd like to have like 2 or 3 more of them. Have like a whole little troop.
The detail on all of them, all 4 figures, is really good. I love Shredder's cape and all of his...
He is fabulous.
Yeah.
In every way. I love him.
I like all of his blades and...
I would say he's the best part of the pack.
Yeah, I would too.
Splinter's really good though. He's a rat in a ratty robe. And that's what he is. And I love him, but as a figure, Shredder's just cooler.
I like the little weapon rack too.
That's cool. It came with that.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's probably something that won't be with any of them when they come out later.
No, especially with how big it is.
Yeah. But it's cool getting all them weapons with them. And you get the background, which works pretty well.
And if they have more foot soldiers later and they come with weapons, there's enough space on that rack to put some more stuff up.
Yep.
Because like the little things you can't put on there.
Let's say the only gripes that I would have is the messed up eye. It's slightly messed up on Splinter. And it'd be nice if there was more weapon gripping hands for the foot soldiers.
Yeah.
Because if one guy is holding a sai in each hand, and the other guy has no hands to hold anything. So that'd be nice if there was some more holding hands. But other than that,
yeah, they should have had them. Their default hands should have been the holding hands and only had 2 fist hands. Because you don't need all 4 fist hands.
Yeah. Unless there's lots of fighting. But well, the holding hands could be fighting hands too.
Yeah, they look close enough to fists.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get what I mean.
But I love this set. I'm really happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Miss Mischievous.
And I'm Double Guy.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
You've caused me enough trouble. Now you face...
Dr. Doom?
No. You face...
Skeletor?
No.
Darth Vader?
No. You face...
Lord Zed?
No. Shut up. You face...
Mumra?
No.
Megatron?
No.
Gargamel?
Yeah, that's gotta be Gargamel. It's not Gargamel. You face...
RoboCop?
RoboCop's a good guy, Mike.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's a good guy. Are you a good guy?
You face...
Freddy Krueger? Cobra Commander?
No. Damn it.
Predator? Yeah, he's got the helmet, he's got the wrist blades. Predator!
No. I'm not Predator. I am...
Leatherface?
No! Damn it! Oh, damn it, man! You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe and eat. Oh!